Enggak sih, cuma penting banget.
Jadi sudah rekam. Jadi langsung aja.
Semangat.
Nanti langsung aja. You can give it directly later on. Yeah.
Kencing. Kencing.
Selamat pagi. Morning. Yeah, I got it already. Yeah. Please. Yes, thank you. English word. English. No. No.
Nama saya Endo.
Nama saya. Yes. Hello.
Senang very humble.
Could speak Indonesia too. Bisa Indonesia. Nice.
So it's inform Yokohama on the picture for you. My private souvenirs. Sweets. Langsung aja kan? Kita nanti aja pas.
Langsung aja.
Kita exchange.
Excuse me for a half hour delay.
So can you just proceed your presentation?
Where is it?
Okay.
Thank you very much for the time for this meeting. Delegation comes from Yokohama, Mr. Endo, Dr. Hashimoto, and Mr. Kendra. It's according to the letter from Mayor of City of Yokohama, Public. And then from yesterday, they have already go to the discuss with Green Building, City Hall, and Parliament with Pak Norizal, Dinas Housing. And then saya visit to Katu Hari and Waduk Duit yesterday. Look at the pump station, just 2 or 3 pumps still working, 11 pumps there. And then look at the Maryland occupation of the illegal people, and then this meeting with the Vice Governor, and after that we want to go to PPLHD for discussing about the climate change from about the baseline of the Jakarta and roadmap to 30% emission reduction for 2030, and then we hope Mr. Hashimoto of the delegation they will make some 3 minutes video Yokohama and a short 10 minutes presentation of Smart City and Yokohama as well. And after that maybe some discussion for follow up this delegation, maybe for what next for cooperation with Jakarta and Yokohama. I think it's please.
So until what time do you have, like after 11 o'clock?
We have another appointment at 11.
So have to be very quick.
Okay.
Mr. Kenta Hirata is a CityNet. The CityNet is, as you know, is a network over many cities, and Jakarta is a very important member of the CityNet, and we are very happy to work with for a long time. And then since new governor and you on board for Jakarta, we'd like to renew the relationship between the city of Yokohama and Jakarta. So first of all, have you been to Yokohama before or Tokyo? No. So maybe Kobe. Okay. So I'd like to show the video of Yokohama for 3 minutes.
Pernah sih Yokohama.
Bentar Pak,
Lewat sih kayaknya.
Pasti
Lupa.
Kalau Bapak ke Kobe Pak.
Ya,
Lewat.
Ya,
Singkat.
Shinkansen 15 menit kan Pak?
Iya, lupa kita yang mana.
Just 21 minutes away from Haneda Airport, Yokohama is easily accessible from all the major international hubs. Today, Yokohama is one of the most important gateways to Japan. Let's take a look at what this fascinating city has to offer. With the opening of the port in 1859, Yokohama started to receive people, goods, and most importantly, new ideas and technologies from all over the world. For instance, the first railway in Japan was laid down in Yokohama. And against these challenges, government, citizens, and private firms worked together tirelessly to make Yokohama a great modern city. Yokohama was selected as the most livable city the last 3 years. Yokohama has been transformed into a city where convenience, safety, nature, and urban functions coexist in harmony. Heritage and modernity, and various urban functions cross over in Yokohama. Minatomidai 21 is a futuristic city with highly advanced business environments where leisurely shopping and modern residential high-rise buildings are developed in a backdrop of open spaces and water. To achieve lower CO2 emissions, cutting-edge technologies are being introduced as the Yokohama Smart City Project. The city boasts one of the best water systems in the world. Part of its water is even coming from the snowmelt of distant Mount Fuji. The city's water quality is so high, you can drink the water directly from the park's water fountains. Yokohama's advanced wastewater treatment facilities ensure that the used water is returned to the river and ocean without degrading its environment. In 2003, Yokohama announced its G30 plan. The goal was achieved well in advance of the target year, and the overall reduction was well over 40%. Yokohama recently announced SLIM, its new 3R program. The full participation of the citizens was essential to deliver this tremendous result. Innovation has become increasingly important to succeed under the current globalized world, where information, people, and goods are interacting in a dynamic manner and exchanged more swiftly. Yokohama has constantly generated this essential innovation over the course of its urban development and addressed its own urban challenges. Yokohama will continue its own smart innovation, looking towards the future. That path may cross your city's future steps.
So we are looking forward to welcome you in Yokohama very soon, I hope. And what I'd like to show here is that technical assistance which we provide to other city too, which I'd like to work with Jakarta, if possible in the future. First of all, you know that Yokohama is very close from Tokyo. Yeah. Only 30 minutes by train. Yeah. So next time coming to Tokyo, there's no excuse to come in to Yokohama because you know it's very very close. And then we are a relatively young city, only 150 years, because that we had a new international port open in Kobe and Nagasaki. That's right. Yes. And this graph shows on population increase, so that you know in the 1950 we are just about 1 million, but already in the 1980s we become 3 million. So the very short span of time we rapidly grow. That's our city, and because of that we had a lot of problems. You know during these 50s, 60s, and 70s. You see that you know these are the pictures. Sorry, the flooding happened in Yokohama.
It's like Jakarta.
And then that you know this factory, you know this area becoming a very nice area already. But we have a lot of factory air pollution, and I don't know which city. This one maybe look like a little bit like Jakarta, but it's Yokohama. 20 years ago, you know, we not anymore. So we have lots of effort doing this, and This graph shows one example. You know, I'm not talking about wastewater only, but this graph shows the wastewater. So that this bar, increasing bar, is a coverage. So that in 90, let's say 70s, around 10%. You know, like Jakarta, you know, less than 10%. But over the 20, 30 years, we gradually expand wastewater coverage, long time. And according to that, the coverage expansion, the quality of water improved. This showing that the BOD level, bio-oxygen demand, bio-oxygen demand is really decreasing like that. So it takes a long time, but we will do a lot of effort. So we are not coming here to say we have a high technology, high spec, high quality things, expensive things, no. But we'd like to work with you to share our idea of what we have done during this period of expansion and some new things. Like this morning, I visited ITS, and I talked about smartphone, because smartphone was not available in 1970s, but a smartphone is available right now. So we may be able to discharge the information through the smartphone. This is a new thing. So we can do something like that. What we have done, we combine a lot of infrastructure. We didn't do only one thing. We combined the railway with the highway, with the urban area, residential area, industry area, and a bridge. We all combine. So, so because of this experience, we have a lot of expertise which we like to share with urban development. We also good at solid waste management, wastewater treatment, and also the climate change, the GHG reduction is one of the topic here. We come, that's the reason why. So next time you come, you will definitely stay in this area called the Minato Mirai, where the APEC took place. And then the last October, Mr. Rudy came to this place. Before it was like a factory area like this, you know, like a little bit like a Kota area maybe. And it was converted into this international conference area. So right now we have a lot of new development, like subway comes. You can come here by ship. You can freely move around by walking along the river while you're using bus. So, and also we have a lot of green network like this. 25% of this area is open space. So this is something we are very proud of and we like to share to other cities. Like Jakarta, there's a waterfront available. And also that we are very keen that there's a district heating program. Because of this district heating, we are able to reduce the CO2 17%. And also we have a utility tunnel, lots of water, wastewater, electricity, telephone line, internet, everything in one common unit. So it's very easy to maintain. I heard yesterday that you are having this green building initiative, parliament, very good. So I think that Jakarta is more advanced than us, but at least we have a lot of good building in this area, and we use a CASP system to recognize them. And all of this building has a grade S, the top grade. Some of them are doing innovative things like a roof, a wall, and also this is Nissan has a headquarters in this area, and they have this small chaser of the sunlight, so that the sunlight coming all the way like this. So that they are doing small things, but this saves a lot of CO2 as well. And also that during the summertime, the sun is very high, so that the sun is only coming only short distance. But during the winter time, we need more sun and warm, so that we using a lot of technology, small things like this. Or this is the private sector, but we encourage them to do a lot of innovation. So we, which I think we can share. I will talk about a little bit more, but we are working with such a top leading company, like starting from EV, car, Nissan, Toshiba, Panasonic, and our city, Accenture are kind of managing, and also the Meidensha and the Tokyo Electric Company and Tokyo Gas Company, and make this area like a very low CO2 emission. And this is an experiment, what we call the Yokohama Smart City project. I think we can share the ideas as well as we can introduce some company who has the technologies. That's what we have to do. And also, not only talking about lots of high technologies, but this building, yesterday Mr. Rudy took us to Old City, yeah, Kota, and museum area. We also have a lot of old building, like this is a warehouse. We convert this into the shopping mall. and like good lighting during the nighttime. A lot of big performance music player come and play here, and then UNESCO recognized this building as the best conversion 3 years ago in Asia. And also we use old building as a part of the new development you can see in the background. So as a sum, this area, I think this is something we like to work with. If you have a new development, you have some area you like to make a model study cases, like we can combine the green ideas, history and culture, and environment technology, and make this area very livable and very showcase, which you can proud of. This is really something as a model city as a part of Jakarta. And that's, I think, something we can do and we like to do. This is one part. And of course, other things like water. We have a comprehensive water system starting from near the Mount Fuji all the way to clean the water and getting back to the river and ocean. If necessary, if some area, we can discuss about the water treatment. And also that I will skip because of the time limitation, that we were able to reduce the garbage 30%. Because we told the citizens segregate. This plastic box cannot go with the paper. Because of that, we were able to reduce the solid waste 30%. And we are the big city, like a 3.7 million population. So this is a real achievement. Small village maybe you can do, but 3.7 million population and reducing the garbage like a 30%. Actually, the 43%. No other city has done that. Maybe we can work with Jakarta. Maybe they think about what is good for Jakarta to do that. Okay, so looking towards the future, that chart shows solid waste, but we like to do the similar thing for the GHG. This graph, like we have a target of the 30% reduction. It's the same target like you have, and what we like to do is that we like to do take a comprehensive approach. So of course, the building, home, industry, important, but that there is a transportation, waste and wastewater, energy, and green and blue. All of these elements we have to tackle. So that we start with a smart city with a building, but we like to expand that coverage in the future for other areas. So we chose 3 areas. One in the residential in the north, and one is the Minato-Mirai as the center of the city, and the south industry area for the new energy conservation program. I think we will talk detail in this afternoon with the environmental people, but introducing lots of energy management system and then the battery storage and the EV. This combination makes a very low carbon city and also make a city more attractive for the foreign investment too. This is some electric vehicle already running in the city of Yokohama. Some small type, like this one is for one person. Nissan car is good for 4 people.
I visit the house here. It's a Panasonic.
Panasonic cars.
Car,
Yes.
like a compact.
Yes.
Everything's electronic.
Yes, exactly.
I forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot. Too many places I visit. I forgot.
No. So I don't have the picture of the house.
You could control the house.
Yeah, this is
Everything
exactly.
from outside.
Exactly.
Turn
Exactly.
on, turn off.
Exactly. So the only with the PV panel, all the electricity is generated gone. You need a storage, right? So this car battery is very good, very powerful. So with the car battery, you can run the entire house at least 2 days.
So I forgot this is Panasonic.
Panasonic has one, and Sexui House has one in Yokohama.
I visited Panasonic house.
Yes, right. So that we will show you some Sexui House or some other company, but the idea is the same. So that in the future, with the battery and this thing comes up, that you can introduce these to the private sector, so they can work to make the city more livable. Less congestion, less pollution, like that.
The Hamano 2008, 2009.
No, baru ingat
lagi
Bapak.
2008.
We have a lot of conference, and we are part of the C40, like your city. And then we also got the award from World Bank Eco 2 City, and we have some conference. Last October we had one in Yokohama. Next year, this year, sorry.
Yeah.
No, we gotta move. Maybe in a future, yes, like APEC in Bali. Okay, I like to go to Bali, But the next year, this year, 2013, in October, we like to have one, and we will definitely invite you. So one of you should attend. This time, no one was able to come. Unfortunately, Mr. Rudy was there as an observer, but we like to have you on board. Okay. So this is the idea. This is the idea why the city of Yokohama is an important partner for Jakarta, because we have many partners. This is very unique. No other city in Japan has this one. So that we have a partnership agreement with the JICA. That in year 2011, and we have some agreement with the JB. We have a company agreement with the Chiyoda, JGC, and JFE Engineering. And utilizing these, we come up with a very strong agreement with the Philippine Cebu City. Cebu is a very beautiful city, a little bit smaller. So what we have agreed to do with the city of Yokohama will technical advice, eco-city development for the city of Cebu, and we will encourage the participation of private firms and academics, universities, come, not only the city to city, but the private sector and academics. And also we will work towards the national government to get more funding from us to the Japanese government, and of course from the TKI to maybe Bapenas and Bapenas and all the necessary government. And so this is the idea, this is already happening in city of Cebu, that the city of Cebu and the city of Yokohama work together. And we got a lot of funding from JICA, fortunately, for the exchange of ideas, studies, because JICA and us have a comprehensive agreement. And of course, I forgot to put the CityNet logo on top of Open Yokohama. I will put in the next slide. CityNet is very important partner. I have a long relation with Jakarta already, so that we like to have a CityNet on board. Cebu City is not a part of the CityNet member, so that's why we don't have a CityNet logo. But for Jakarta, we can have a CityNet logo, and we can have a work business to business. Sorry, I don't care business to business. I'm not gonna so that business people can work with the business people. So for what you are doing, yeah.
JICA now is booked for the government, central government, for the wastewater treatment.
Nanti minggu ini Pak, saya akan ke sana.
Wastewater treatment.
Tomorrow we will meeting with JICA also.
Okay.
But,
Because in Jakarta we just has 2% for wastewater management.
Yes, of course, yes. Yesterday I went there.
What is the best place for the wastewater management?
Yesterday they will look about Latu Hari, but beside Latu Hari, water treatment is some water is coming out.
Almost untreated, very black, almost.
Ada yang bocor kayaknya Pak.
So we know the situation. So but I like to say a comprehensive agreement, like not only the wastewater, but we can do the solid waste, lots of things, and then we can have a model project in smart city or the solid waste or wastewater. So that I don't want to come up with some agreement like let's do the wastewater like that, because we can mobilize more resources from national government. So that we are one of the biggest cities in Japan, so we have some influence towards the national government too. So that's what we like to do. Like DKI has a lot of influence to national government. Like that. Yeah, not like Tokyo, sorry. Tokyo is more. Tokyo has more influence. Governor Ishida has a very strong
understand you.
Yeah, but at least we have some influence. Very strong, good influence. Not a bad political influence, but I think a good influence. So this is the idea, so that we hope this is the starting point. We work together.
So Mr. Rudy is a person in charge for this project. Yeah, I think so.
So ini Pak, we have a collaboration within the CityNet for quite long-standing years, and I think this is one of the ways that the purpose is to help the member countries, member cities, really from Japan, from Yokohama. You remember, of course, Jakarta, and then some other isu yang mungkin dia bawa saat ini.
Kasih tahu saya banyak soal ini. Saya kemarin dulu.
Soal climate change, Pak. Climate change. Tapi memang climate change may have some impacts, not only on the water but also transportation or whatever. Cuma mungkin yang crucial kita harus pikirkan, the cooperation may not be necessary that we have to learn from you.
No.
we can together, I think, to have some resolution
Solution.
of any problems.
Good solution.
It is not necessarily something that we have to learn from their experience. Rather, we can develop together
Yes.
within our expertises.
Yes.
We can do that.
Yeah, but I believe the experience of Yokohama is more easy for us to learn. Then we find another way.
Yes.
Because you have passed through almost the same problem with us.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what we hope when we send Mr. Rudy to Yokohama meeting.
Yes.
Come back and he explained to me
Yes. Yes. Yes.
and from Sylvia too. Talk about the city link.
Yeah.
So we are very thank you. We have a cooperation.
Yes.
We have to increase our cooperation.
Yes.
And what kind of data you need, you could ask from Mr. Rudy.
Yes.
To provide to you
Yes.
what data you want and what kind of, how to say it, department of us. We have many departments.
Yes.
If you need to talk or meeting,
Yes.
we will gather a meeting
Yes.
with the department, like public working, maybe,
Public works.
or maybe like yang wastewater management. Atau itu apa tu?
The environmental agency.
We have an environmental agency. Maybe like
Transportation.
kebersihan itu gimana? Sampah itu.
City cleaning.
City cleaning department.
City cleaning. Yes.
Yeah. I don't know. Last years, there was one of the company from Japan. It's a Hitachi company.
Yes.
They joined the bid to developing the ITF. ITF itu apa ya?
Intermediate
Intermediate
facilities.
treatment
ITF.
facility.
solid
really? Hitachi?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
But not directly Hitachi. Maybe it's a local company.
Really?
They're supporting local companies.
They support the company.
Hitachi usually.
CityNet, this CityNet, the office was in Yokohama for the last 20 years, 25 already. This year, their office is moved to Seoul, Korea. But I think that we look at this as an opportunity. Mr. Ken Hirata will stay in Yokohama, and we'd like to do more project development through CityNet towards other cities. Before it was we are a little bit passive means not so active. You said a wasted opportunity because we are not so arrogant. We don't want to dominate because that the office is in Yokohama. That we are the president city, of the CityNet, so we are a little bit background. But since the office is going to Seoul, we like to do a project promotion actively with the CityNet, so that in our relation we like to change a little.
Yeah. Maybe next time,
Yeah.
move to Jakarta. It's more.
No, don't say that. No. He's a very valuable person. So don't say that. He may be listening very seriously. What is opportunity here? So that we don't want to release him. He should stay in Japan in Yokohama for a while. But yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Having some small partnership office here, working together.
We have very close relations in
Yeah.
our history.
Like
From
that.
our first president,
Of course.
from the first independent Japan support us.
Yes.
Yeah, and you see, all the cars, majority is a
Yeah.
Japanese car.
No, yesterday
I think we have to do something
Yeah.
to transform Jakarta
I like
from like a old Yokohama becoming.
Yeah, that's very
Present Yokohama.
present, very different.
Yeah.
And I think we know that we can do it. Like a leadership like you. I think we can do. We can be a part of your process. That process we were very happy. And yesterday I was talking to Mr. Rudy that maybe there's some story which is not known to us, like a history story, like Jakarta and Yokohama, some good story. Because as you know that you said Japan and Indonesia has a long story, right? History. But I think Yokohama is a trade city and Jakarta is a trade city. Maybe I'd like to explore. Maybe we have some secret history between Jakarta and Yokohama.
Maybe Rudy ancestry from Yokohama. We don't know.
Maybe. I will I'll look after him when he's in Yokohama, and then I will watching doesn't do anything bad. It happens things, you know. So he was watching me here.
He just tell me after he left this room.
Also, if I may add, this time we are on the subject of climate change, but Yokohama also has a very good comprehensive program on disaster management, for example. So there are a lot of other things besides climate change subject that Yokohama can also assist in. So through our follow-up discussions, we can find out how we can work on other areas.
I have some ideas like this. You know, Yokohama is not only a big city, but also a very neighboring city of Tokyo.
Yes.
That's why I believe your central government pay full attention to your city. And I believe you have some influence also to your central government. See, Jakarta has some interest on the global change or something. So we need your support also to make sort of loaning priority of government. So,
Right.
So how we implement our cooperation?
Maybe for the measures smart city cooperation.
Smart city.
Smart cooperation because
So where we start? We start from our ITS or from what?
No, I think I'd like to discuss this with JICA. JICA, yeah, because they are giving us financial support, do some study demonstration, you know. So I'd like to go back to JICA, talk about which area we can start with, you know, together with Jakarta. But still, this is only 2 days. You know, we come on Saturday and we work Sunday. So it's a little bit premature for me to say this is good, this is bad. For example, I know that wastewater is a big problem, but this is also very difficult to solve.
Yeah.
You know, that because of septage issue, you know, the very low price, no private sector like to come in. You start taking action for the solid waste, very good. Maybe solid waste easier for us to do. You know, maybe it's a lesser problem. Flooding, no. You know, we can give you the advice, but we cannot really handle the flooding. You know, it needs a lot of investment by the national government, city government, right?
How about how to
special plans.
Yeah, that's
how to help us?
no, actually, that's very good. Good for us, special planning. That's what we are doing in Cebu City and yeah,
Maybe you could help us.
yeah, that's
I
right.
think we could give you a detailed special plans, a map, kasih. So it could help us how to relocate the housing, the industrial. What we need is, you just assume this Jakarta is like yours
Yes.
as a Yokohama
Yes,
people.
yes.
How you want to make this special
Yes.
space in Jakarta.
Yes. That's very good.
And it could help us.
Yes.
Now we want to pass the law
Yes.
for this special room.
Yes.
Space. We call it a planning, detailed planning for this special space.
Yes.
If you could help us,
Yes.
then you could.
No, actually, special planning we can do. And then we have 3 projects we chose for the last 20 years. One is this residential area. It's a little bit difficult to look from map, but you can see there's a red area.
Yes.
You know, 2 of them. That's a TOD.
You
No, we put a subway there.
The
So
subway,
linked to
yes.
the center of Yokohama. So this is the TOD to prepare the good residential area. This one is another thing, you know, that we call the Kanazawa area, but this is industry. So we concentrate all the small industry, small firm, factory to this area, providing some incentive. We have a good wastewater treatment because before, like in Jakarta, the small factory dispersed in lots of places. And we don't like that. You know, we don't like the factory to be here and there and everywhere. So we said that there's a good area here. You know, we give you a good land and good facility for wastewater treatment. Why don't you relocate? So that's why we concentrate most of the small industry in this area and make this area like a new industry development park. New idea, new things comes up. And then even in the south, there are small islands. This is the amusement park. Very popular. Lots of dolphin comes. And there's lots of like this. You know, this is very popular. And also you can see some natural sand. You know, very close to the industry area, but lots of people swimming there too. So, this is a long time, so I think a special plan is very good. And you can have some special project, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. But we need the whole grand design.
Yeah, exactly.
We want to pass
Exactly.
the law,
Very good.
and nobody could be from first. So
Yeah.
maybe in 20 years,
Yeah.
we could accomplish all maybe. This is our map, Jakarta map and detail planning.
Yes.
But this still a draft,
Right, yes.
not becoming a law.
Just
Maybe
take a look.
CityNet could help us
Yes.
to give us a suggestion from here. I think this is more important to start our cross cooperation.
I think you can come into this. First, that you learn and you have a discussion like this. Face-to-face discussion. But secondly, you can go to JICA as well as the central government in Indonesia, because we have been having sort of long discussion with JICA as well to talk about the MPA. Are you aware about the
Maybe
MPA?
we can
MPA,
invite
yeah,
the
MPA,
JICA. We need to talk to
Of course, MPA, yes.
So you can derive some project from the MPA, which is related to Jakarta.
Really, but MPA,
So you
most
don't have
of
to
the...
find something new.
No,
Already
of course,
exists.
but most of the project as far as I know, is outside of DKI. No,
Including the
including, okay.
No, you don't even can make sort of a spatial plan
Sure.
which is isolated for Jakarta alone.
No.
You have to be able to integrate with the
include like
Jabodetabek.
Banten, West
Yeah.
Java,
Yes,
like Tangerang.
yes.
Bekasi.
Yeah, what our dream is how to push out the
Yeah.
manufacturer
Industries.
outside from
Yeah,
Jakarta.
exactly.
So Jakarta become like the Tokyo, you know?
Tokyo, yes.
And like a Lipo, Tangerang become like a Yokohama.
Yes.
And have like a Teluk Naga, like an airport. I want to push them out. You can imagine like apa tu penjaga bateri, potong hewan.
Slaughterhouse.
Bateri itu apa? Bateri saja. Daging kan?
Rumah potong hewan.
Still in Jakarta. It's better like go outside. Yeah, that's what we want to make a detailed
Yes.
planning.
Yeah. I think one of the key person for that is in JICA, there's a director for the Southeast Asia department, Mr.Shiro.
Yeah,
Mr. Shiro.
It's going to invite him.
He was saying like MPA is good, but MPA only identify big project only. Big project, but no fundamental infrastructure.
Hirota is responsible with MRT park.
Yeah, but he's saying that he's not happy with the MPA because it only says okay, big port, big airport, big campus facility, but no infrastructure, networking development. So he was saying next thing that JICA should do with the DKI and maybe Jabodetabek or DKI is that have to make a plan for the infrastructure, which is not on a special big project. So. Some of you can talk to the JICA office here if possible. I can talk to the Tokyo office, no problem. And we can say that something like that should come. Yeah. And other things, the national government, Mr. Abe, the Prime Minister was here last week. And then he is quickly doing some assistance towards ASEAN countries. And some item they come, one item is the EV, electric vehicle. Facility, not electric vehicle, but they need a charging system like that. So the national government like to pay for that to deploy. Then a EV vehicle can come. That's one thing they start doing. And other thing is that they call the low carbon city. That's the Ministry of the Environment. They have a huge money for that. So we can think of the DKI in the city of Yokohama. Without financial support, we cannot do much. So that we have to think about where the financial support coming from, JICA and national government. That way we can set up some good working system. Where the money is available.
But you don't have to stick with the government monies.
Of course not.
Because you can have sort of business to business.
PPP, yes, private sector, yes, of course. No, I'm just saying that that to start with, that there has to be some good kicking point, like that. Okay.
So we can elaborate more.
Yeah.
Possible.
Well, I hope Mr. Rudy, if Mr. Stanton has time, Mr. Rudy could
Thank you.
become a person in charge. So implement all of this, become a complete. Okay.
Sama itu tadi patokannya sudah
Yeah, I have to give you.
He's a mission.
Jakarta.
Mike, sir.
Endo.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. One more.
Okay. Sama-sama. One picture sama-sama.
Yeah. Together. Come, over here. Yep. Ini sebagian duduk, kamu
How many
di
years?
here.
Any other camera? You want to take picture with them?
Thank you.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So with regards to yes,
Thank you. So this time I cannot see you. We just come to Tokyo.
Yeah.
But,
very tight schedule.
yeah. I hope you can see something.
Okay, right, no problem.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Very good. Very good. Thank you. Thank you very much for doing a very busy schedule. Thank you very much. Yes, terima kasih. Yes.
Make the answer at 5.
Yeah.
That's not the meeting.
Okay. Yes. Yes. Please proceed. Yes. Yes. See you.
See you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Do you have your business card?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.